we've got a full card today. I mentioned all of these aces that are going to be pitching, even though Jake Hassan wants to try and tell me that Skubal's not an ace. It's April 8th. Chill out. Think he's just fine. He's minus 170 against the Mets, or rather the Yankees. So he's being priced like he's still an ace.
He is an ace.
Yes.
Confirmed. I had Tigers yesterday. In fact, I think I'm throwing my hat into the ring when Jake has a sick day and has whooping cough. They might call me to host bet slips and bat flips. We had Tigers yesterday and the Sacramento over, which I'm a little nervous about tonight, not only because it's Cease and Springs, but because I think our entire network is talking about it now. So that's never a good sign. When everybody knows, the books know. So I might pump the brakes on that one tonight. Still a lot of home runs, though, in Sacramento. You had 4 dingers last night, and that was, Michael King on the hill. And you thought, well, they're not going to touch him up. Well, still got over last night. But I am looking the other way. I'm thinking about taking a piece of the Yankees. As somebody who bet the Tigers at a plus price yesterday, now I can get the Yankees off a loss at plus 150 against Skubal, who obviously isn't in midseason form right now. So that was one of the first things I looked at. I haven't made any bets yet. I will over the next 90 minutes, and I definitely will buy lightning bets. But I lean to the Yankees at plus 150. That number's a lot lower at other books, 136, 138. So taking a piece of 3-2 is enticing to me. And I like Reagan's at home against Lopez. That's Royals and Twins. You could lay $1.15 with the Royals. Yeah, I'm a big Reagan's guy in this spot. So early thoughts, Yankees at a plus price, Royals at a small favorite price, and standing by on the Sacramento over, which is now 4-0. We were the first show to talk about it. We had people that know people close to Sacramento that said that the humidor situation is much different there. The ball is carrying there. The humidity is very high there. So I feel good about being ahead of the market on that. But with Cease and Springs, man, I'm probably not going to be in love with the over tonight in Sacramento.
Okay. Yeah, you were all over that. First series of the year. Like, watch out for these overs. And then that Cubs series happened last weekend. It was boom, boom, boom. It was wild. So, yeah, I think you're right. And that's a pretty good pitching matchup, too. So everybody's talking about it. The number is not going down with better pitchers on the hill. Not the time to bet it. I totally agree. I'm not going to go under, but I'm just going to step aside at least for a night and see what happens there. Good stuff there. Did you consider anything with Skeens? Because that is also, it's a stud pitcher, but it's a bettable price because the Pirates stink. But that's it stands out. But it also kind of tells me like they want you to bet on them too.
They do.
They're like, we can't price them like they did before.
I love the guessing game that we play. So we see that price and we feel the fish hook. There's the worm just dangling there. Come on in. Come on and get it. So is it going to be a game where the Pirates don't score or a game where Skeens gets rocked? And I am much more former than latter. People laugh at the first 5. Over under 3 runs. You can get, a plus price under 3. 1-0, 1-1, even 2-1, you're going to tie. It takes 4 to beat you in the first 5. I lean Pirates and Cardinals first 5 under 3. You can get plus 110 if you bet the right price.
Not a bad look. A dog that I was taking a look at, it's tough to bet. And, I don't like Freeland for Colorado, but I'm just looking at Peralta. I should probably look at the total with this. But I feel like I'm Corby right now. I'm doing it to myself. With you kind of have to tell him you're not betting sides. Stop betting sides. I feel like that way in baseball. I need to not bet totals. I'm better with sides, and I should just stick with the sides. But this one stood out because you've got Milwaukee. They're around a minus 160 favorite, as they probably should be in most scenarios, going up against the lowly Rockies. But Peralta is he's a fly ball pitcher. He doesn't get it on the ground much at all. He's got one of the lower rates in baseball. Over last year it was 36%. This year it's, I know, small sample, down to only 31% are hit on the ground. If you're able to get it in the air at Coors, we know the deal. Even with the bad Rockies, like that could be a tough spot for them. So I'm going to play the dog at Coors. I'm going to take the Rockies at home going up against Milwaukee.
Weird things happen on weeknights at Coors Field. So
yeah.
I have no opposition to that. And the White Sox are a $1.80 dog on the road. That kid Smith was okay in his first start, but not quite there. It'd be nice for the White Sox to not lose 3-run leads in the ninth anymore as somebody holding over 49.5. They're 2-7 now. I believe, aside from Atlanta, there's nobody worse than that. Yeah, White Sox and Rockies are both 2-7. Braves are 1-8. Braves get the Phillies tonight, Joe. Pretty good matchup. Wheeler and Sale. Thought about the under 7 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's about as good as it gets. I thought about the under 7. Didn't do anything with that yet. I will bet the Yankees. I think Skubal is just you're getting that tax from last year when he wins the Cy Young, and that bleeds into this year. So I will bet the Yankees for sure, and see if we can't find another baseball bet or two by the end of the show.
You know, in this Rangers-Cubs one, I think it's worth bringing up because the total's around 7.5. Here's the weather forecast for tonight.
Up to 8, by the way. Oh.
Up to 8. Okay, so 32 degrees. The real feel is going to be about in the 20s tonight. Wind is blowing in at 20 miles per hour. So normally we would be like, oh, why is the total going up? We should play the under.
Corbin.
Patrick
it's Corbin.
Freaking Patrick Corbin.
He's back.
Hell? What do we do? Do we take Rangers team total under? Like,
I think.
Yeah.
I think he could pitch in a blizzard, don't you?
Corbin or Tyler?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could. God, he sucks. He sucks. Watch the Cubs still score some runs in that spot. Joe O, Sammy P, we continue